So what do you think of that then, guys? That is the sound of my X1900. There it goes again, just ramped up again. That's the sound of my X1900XT graphics card. Now let me pan up and show you what I'm actually doing on my computer. I've got iTunes sitting there and Half-Life 2 open, no gameplay, just sitting on the menu. And that's the sound my Mac makes. It's absolutely incredible. And it really frustrates me. So the time has come for me to clean the X1900XT. It's a hunk of junk card. I absolutely despise it, but hey, it hasn't died yet. You may be wondering, why do I despise it? There are a few reasons. It's about 8 years old, I believe, 7, 8 years old. And in that time, it has now become pretty much a useless bit of junk. It doesn't do anything for me graphically at all. It's got no horsepower behind it. But I don't really care about that. I don't do much graphically intensive stuff on my Mac Pro. But what does annoy me is this sound, and also the fact that Mountain Lion doesn't support the X1900XT at all. So what I'm going to do is, because I am dumping money into other things, and I'm going to be explaining a lot about that in a very, very close video that's coming up really soon, maybe even the next video. I'm going to talk a little bit more about my Mac plans for my setup. But what I'm going to do in the meantime, before I get anywhere with that, is finally clean my Mac Pro. So I'm going to take out the graphics card, and hopefully I'm going to find loads of dust clogging up the fan, and I want to remove it all because I've had so many people telling me to do that. It's only now I'm getting around to it because I hardly ever switch off my system, but I thought tonight was pretty much ideal. So stay tuned. I'm going to unhook all of this crap off the top of my Mac Pro, and hopefully you'll see me with a Mac Pro with the side panel off in just a second. Well, I'm going to remove my graphics card in my Mac Pro, so the first stage is to remove the side panel. Okay, so on first inspection, my Mac is looking very dusty, but I'm not really concerned about that. Dust on the case and stuff, it doesn't really matter, I guess. I'm kind of more concerned on getting the dust out of the heatsink of my graphics card so that I can get some more airflow in my system overall. So there's my graphics card bay. You're probably not going to be able to see very much lighting wise. I've done everything I can with lighting for this video, but unfortunately it is night time and there's not a lot I can do. So 2 thumb screws takes off this panel that we're all now familiar with. It's very easy to uninstall. We have a power cable right here that we just unplug. That's a standard 6-pin graphics power cable. And now we can literally just remove, even pressure, we can remove our X1900XT. It's bringing out dust bunnies with it, so that's a good sign. Well, obviously it's not a good sign, but there you have it. So here's my X1900, guys. This is what the card looks like. It looks like a massive beast of a card, but it really isn't. This whole bit here has nothing to actually do with it. You know what Apple are like with their weird graphics card extension bits. But as far as graphics cards go in general, it looks fairly alright, I guess. I just have such a hatred for the card that I can't really appreciate anything about it. But an interesting factor to note is, in the classic spot where dust buildup is meant to occur, I indeed have dust buildup. Check that out. Now that in there is solid dust, totally blocking the way. So the ideal thing would be to take off the heatsink, but I can't really do that. I've got no thermal compound. I've got nothing to sort that out, and I don't want to risk frying my graphics card because this is the only one I've got, and it's really important to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a can of air duster or compressed air, and I'm going to squirt hell out of that card. That sounded quite weird. Check this out, guys. I've already done one part, but check that out. All the dust flying out of this cooler. Oh, I should have done this so much earlier. I just want to try and grab that dust. You can't, but you guys can see how thick that is. Now then, that is absolutely crammed full of dust. That's a big improvement. Still need to get the last few bits out there. Oh, this wasn't such a good idea. There's dust floating about everywhere. But honestly, I don't care if my room's dusty right now. I just want a quiet system. Just need to get those last few big bits out of there. But seriously guys, this is one dusty graphics card. Now, check that out for an improvement. That is clear. The dust just got really packed up in there, but now it's completely clear. That is really cool. So there's a big dust build-up there. Not sure if there's a dust build-up anywhere else around the card, but you can see clearly in the back here that there is a substantial amount of dust around the actual fan area. So this isn't the most ideal thing, guys, to turn your fan with compressed air. Actually, I really wouldn't recommend it. Don't do this, but I'm going to be ditching this card within the next couple of months anyway, so it doesn't really matter. The fan isn't even turning that quick. I'm just trying to blow all the dust out of it. So normally, this is a little bit of advice from me. If you want to blow your fans with compressed air, hold the fan still. So that's actually what you're meant to do. But obviously I'm me and I never follow any of the rules. So this card could have done with a much more thorough cleanup. I'm not finished yet. I'm going to do a little bit more off camera because this is probably getting quite tedious by now. But you know, it needs the heatsink removed. It needs a proper clean. But the main source of the dust has indeed gone. The main source of the problem was the big dust blockage here. I should have taken a picture of it actually, but I've got it on video. But the main dust blockage here, that's the main bit of the problem. That's totally gone now. It needs a little bit more, but I'm going to do that off camera. So I'll be back with you guys in a minute. So I'm done with the card. I'm just going to give the system a quick once over because I don't want the card getting in the exact same state again. So it's just surface dust that I'm looking to remove. Now again, I don't recommend doing this. This isn't the greatest way to clean off your Mac at all. In fact, you should take time and care and do each part individually. But you guys know me. I'm always rushing. So let's give that can a second. So that's pretty much all of the dust. Mac Pro fans are pretty good with dust. They don't tend to gather on the blades too much, but you know, it's a pro system. It really needs dust filters. I mean, PC cases. You know, the Mac Pro case is meant to be, you know, the best case of all time, best design ever, and all this stuff. But it really kind of isn't anymore. And yeah, I guess that's because it's, you know, it's getting old now, but, you know. Anyway, I'm just rambling. Let's put this card in. Hopefully you guys can see something or other. Alright, so that is now back in the slot. Oh god. Don't think it's actually clicked in properly, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, we'll soon find out. Plug the power in. Like so. And then put in our PCI bracket that dropped out. Hopefully my head isn't blocking everything for you guys. And then So another thing I don't like about my Mac Pro is this crappy PCI bracket. What's wrong with screws? Okay, so that's the card installed. All of the dust cleaned out of it. Well, most of the dust. Most of the visible dust anyway. So that's all good. Bit more sorted. Now then, let me just grab the side panel. Hang on a sec, we don't want all of that dust on the side panel to be picked up by the graphics card fan. So once over on that. Boom, it's my Mac Pro. Top is now also sorted. Right then, hopefully I didn't block too much of the view on that, but I probably did. But anyway, we're going to stick the Mac Pro back where it belongs. There's the Mac Pro sitting back in its spot, all messy at the moment because it may not work. I may not have installed it properly, so we're just going to press the power button now. Oh, damn it, again. Every single computer video, power cable. Bang, here we go. Sweet. Well, hey, we got some display. That's really cool. Now, the graphics card was actually blowing air out the back. I could feel the air coming out the back, so that's really good. Now let's just check. And we're going to open Half-Life 2, see if it ramps up again. Now, even though you can still hear the graphics card, I think you guys will agree that that is a lot quieter than before. Also, it's just ramped up a little bit. But check out what we've got running, Half-Life 2. Now this time my graphics card was going crazy, so at the moment it is sounding a lot better. That dust removal has really, really helped. So check this out, guys. Half-Life 2 Episode 2 running at full settings, at full resolution on this monitor. And the graphics card, even though it's not silent, it's really not a hindrance. That's fine. That noise level is fine, 10 times better than it was before. So this doesn't mean that I'm sticking with the X1900. It's still a weak card, and it's still not supported in Mountain Lion. But you know, this kind of thing, yeah, really, really pleased with it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. It's been a bit of a crazy one. You've just been watching me with a can, spraying heck out of my Mac Pro, but it's been good fun. Please stay tuned for the update video that I've got to upload very soon, because plans for the Mac Mini and my Mac setup as a whole has really changed. I've changed my mind a lot, and I've got some really exciting things to announce. Also, some exciting things to do with the free PC that I got. Some really, really exciting things for that also. So there's going to be a whole series of videos on that. I'm going to spend a little bit of money on it and do some cool stuff with it. So thanks for watching, everyone. Stay tuned. Plenty more geeky goodness to come. A lot of computer-related stuff to come. You know, everything's sort of computer evolving at the moment. I've got some studio stuff to show you, but the studio's on hold for a couple of different reasons. Budget, time, stuff like that. I just need to get my college work done so I can finish college and then focus on all of my projects and share them with you guys on the channel. So again, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Please follow me on Twitter, that's essential. I get people posting comments on my videos that I actually talk about on Twitter. So yeah, Twitter, I announce some crucial things, and give me a like on Facebook. Even though I'm not the best at updating it, it's still there, and it's still a pretty damn good community. I really like the Facebook page. So those links are in the video description. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you're going to enjoy my quieter graphics card, and I'm definitely going to enjoy it tonight when I play a little bit of Half-Life 2 Episode 2. I could play it right now if I wanted to, even though it's lagging all over the place. But anyway, that's me done for another video. Catch you next time.